Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Shem El Shai, by Shem HaKadosh. So all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Shem in the name Yahweh Shai, be the name of the only begotten Son. So I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and mercy to the hopeful like preachers, word and truth and sincerity. And the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone in Arizona Camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. You see this on the screen. It says Netanyahu says illegal occupation of Syria land is forever. All right? And that's big. It's especially big because what they're doing now is basically emboldening the entire world against these devils, because everybody knows that Esau's actions are unjustified. The Lord is taking away that like the scriptures say, the scriptures say the Lord was going to destroy the covering cast, and it also tells you that what's that other scripture, man? It's another one that goes right into it. The Lord's going to take away the covering cast spread over all people, and that the vile person shall no longer be called liberal, right? So he's no longer being put in a position to where everybody's listening to whatever he says and just believe he's in the right. The entire world is looking at him like this nigga is a thief and a robber, right? It says the illegal occupation of Golan Heights will forever be an inseparable part of Israel. Benjamin not a Jew declared on Monday. One day earlier, the Israeli prime minister ordered troops to advance into the buffer zone separating the region from Syria. At a press conference on Monday night, Not a Jew declared that today everyone understands the great importance of the presence there on the Golan and not on the foothills of the Golan, a reference to Israel's seizure of the territory from Syria during the 1967 Six-Day War. And that doesn't even make sense, because 1948 they got in the land, there's a war that same day. But if you're the people, the scriptures tell you that when we got into the land, we wouldn't have to go to war no more. The Lord would give us peace on every side. It says the Golan Heights will forever be an inseparable part of the state of Israel. He added, Israel unilaterally annexed the Golan Heights in 1981, a claim considered illegal by all of the world except the U.S. All right, let me get this, man. This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my word and that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, right? And these devils have done that. I mean, that land of Israel where the small heads reside, they try to act like they're the Lord's people. But look at what they do. Having the Lord's, supposedly having the title of the Lord's people, right? They're not keeping the covenant. They're not doing what the Lord said. They do what they want. And they justify it and condemn the entire earth for speaking up against them. It says, since thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consisted with him and hast been partaker with adulterers. And that's what it said right there. It says the Israel's unilaterally annexed the Golan Heights in 1981, a claim considered illegal by all the world except the U.S. So the U.S. saw a thief and consisted with him. They got down with it. They were down for the play. Until Sunday, however, Israeli troops were stationed along the border of the Golan Heights in Syria, thanks to a 1974 agreement under which Israeli and Syrian governments agreed to establish the buffer zone on the Israeli side of the frontier, where all the United Nations peacekeepers could deploy. So they broke that covenant. They broke another covenant. They showed the world that they're a liar. And they went into that zone, and what are they doing? They're destabilizing the region. And when you hear Netanyahu talk about these things, it's like it's the same as him finally getting that one thing that he's always wanted. These devils are chipper in this time. Let me get into these scriptures that Spirit prepared. The Lord will this all be edifying, man. This is Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, Habakkuk, I'll start at 5. Actually, it goes into it. Because all they're doing is expanding Israel's territory. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. And that's what he's doing. He's expanding the regions towards areas that he wasn't supposed to expand it. And then what is he telling them? No, this is forever going to be a portion of our land. Right? So what was supposed to be Syria, they went in, mounted the hell, got a side out of there, and are painting themselves up for being the ones that are fully going to occupy that land from now on. Right? Who enlarges, and really them Syrians shouldn't be in our land either, but who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. Right? And this is how this devil rolls, man. He's as hell and death can't be satisfied. He has his own portion, and he goes to other people's lands taking his shit. But gathereth unto him all people, all nations, and heapeth unto them all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay, right? That thick debt. So the world is starting to look at this devil like, hey, how long is this going to keep going? Because the entire international community is condemning the actions of Israel in the U.S. right now. Right? The entire world is condemning the actions. So everybody's about to take up that proverb. This is Ezekiel 36. It says, in 5, it says, therefore thus say Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen. You see, the Lord is speaking in his jealousy. He's really gonna beat down these heathen to powder, to dust. And against all Idumea, talking about the Edomites, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their hearts, with the despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And this is what these devils have done. They've appointed the Lord's land into their own possession. Right? They did all these things with a despiteful mind. It's all out of hate how they move towards getting Jake out of that land. Man, this is Joel 3. And 2, it says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And this is what's happened. All the heathen have parted our lands, man. The land of Israel, right? The Holy Land is a lot bigger than that little tiny section that the state of Israel occupies today. And these devils are really trying to expand and get all this control over this land, knowing damn well they shouldn't be those people in there. but they're going to use it in order to what? Get their pockets fat. So Obadiah 1. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And this is what's happening. On the international community, everybody that hears about this has something to say that's negative against America and against Israel, because what? They're steadily just invading lands, expanding their territory, beating down the local inhabitants, and all these nations that these devils are going into are major players as far as prophecy, right? So they're going to have to pay for these things. This is Job 20. In 23, it says, I'll start 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And this is how these devils are operating right now. Netanyahu really thinks that, oh man, the plans are finally coming together, right? It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, right? When his plans look like they're finally coming together, he shall be in straits, meaning in a difficult spot. Every hand of the wicked, you look at that word wicked, it goes back to the word for laborer, shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So these devils are getting ready to be hit with the okie doke from on high. Right? The Lord is about to get them. Job 5. Job 5 and 13. It says, I'll start 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands could not perform their enterprise. And this is what the Lord is getting ready to do. The Lord is going to throw that monkey wrench in you devil's plans and put you in a position to where you got to constantly try to make counter moves and small measures. And hey, it's not going to go smooth for you devils. He taketh away the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward. When you go into the forward, it basically means, liars or the wicked, is carried headlong. Meaning, if something's carried headlong, it basically gets ahead of you, gets out of your control. It gets into position to where you can't recover the plan, you can't adjust, right? And that's how these plans are going, man. What's going to happen when Russia and the BRICS nations make their response to this, among other things? This is Job 18. It says, Salakia, Job 18 and 19, I believe. Job 18 and 9, Salakia. It says, started 8, it says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet. And this is a trap. It's being said by all these military experts that this entering into Syria this way, right, is basically a trap for the state of Israel, right? There's nothing good that's going to come out of it. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, verse 8, and walketh upon a snare. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against them. You see? So that jinn, that trap is going to take him by the heel. It's fast at hand. It's coming. It's about time that they're going to lay that snare. Man, this is Job 18 and... So this is what's happening. This is what's happening in a global scale. These devils ain't going to succeed because that monkey wrench is being thrown in there. This is the snares laid for him in the ground. and the trap for him in the way. Verse 10, it says, terror shall take him, shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet, because this is going to start an entire full-on military action. You're talking about you went in to a BRICS ally, a major BRICS ally, took their land, right? Set up coups, put in a proxy army, right? Going into those jihad forces, and somehow you devils think that it's gonna go smooth. Nah, man, the Lord has a snare. He has a trap, right? And those terrorists are about to come when they don't know who they're gonna fight against and win. Right? This is something for bros to peep at. This stuff with Syria is it's a lot more to it, man. But Lord willing, this has been edifying. I'm gonna say call all Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Crocodile. Shalom.